Hey everyone, so today we have some notes. This is going to be area of a rectangle and square. So this is lesson goal 211, find area of squares and rectangles. So the definition or the description of an area, it's pretty much the size of a surface, okay? Or you can think of it as the amount of space inside the boundary of a flat surface, like a square, a rectangle, triangle, pretty much any like geometric shape or math shape that you can think of. So here's the area formula. If it's a square, all the sides are the same. That's what makes a figure a square. The sides are the same measure. To find the area is just going to be s squared. Okay, and I wrote that in here. That's what that means, s side squared. Or the area, you can think of it as s times s. Okay, that's what the s with a little 2 on it means. It just means you're going to multiply the length of the side twice. If it's a rectangle, the area of a rectangle, now these have different dimensions. They're not the same like a square. This is length times width. That's what the area formula is. And that's what I have here. Length times width. And here's some examples. Lesson go 211 examples. Okay, if you need time to copy this, pause this right now and then unpause it when you're ready. So I'm going to do the examples. If you look at the examples, you're going to see these first, like today. And in the next class, you'll see these. Some that look like this. Okay, so for these, this is pretty much, it's just a shape. This one is, let me see if it is a square, I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not a square. It looks like a square, but it's not, because it's going, there's 6 blocks going across this way and there's only 4 blocks going down. If it was 6 and 6, then it would be a square. But anyway, this key right here tells us that every little block is 1 inch squared. So imagine if you put a 1 in all these. The area is simply just what you get when you count these up. Okay, so when you count them up, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 24 little blocks in there. So that's 24, and then don't forget, it is inches squared. It's the unit of measure. Okay, that's measuring inches, so don't forget the inches squared. Okay, so that would be the answer. That's the area. That's the amount of surface that's covered. 24 little blocks, and it's 24 inches squared. If you look at this one, this legend or this key tells me each of the blocks is 3 feet squared. So there's different ways you can do it. I would recommend you put a 3 in all of these, because that's what each block represents. And then just add them up, or multiply. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3s. So you can do 6 times 3, 18. Right? Or if you took 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, that would be 18. And again, it's measuring these in feet squared. So you put feet squared next to it. If you don't put this next to it, it's going to be marked wrong. Okay, so be careful. And then this one, see how this one only has one measurement? That's 3 centimeters. That's because they're assuming you know that this is a square. Well, here, let me tell you it's a square. That way you don't have to assume it's a square. This guy is a square. So if you use the formula from up there, the one we just went over, the formula is A equals whatever the side measure is squared. Okay? Which, again, that just means we're going to take the side and multiply it twice. So this side measure is 3 centimeters. So this is 3 centimeters times 3 centimeters. Well, the 3 times 3 gives you 9. And then there's 2 of these centimeters squared. Okay. So that's the example for C. And in D, this is more obvious that this is a rectangle. I know it's a rectangle because the lengths are different. The width and the length is different, right? So for the rectangle, the area formula is area equals length times width. Okay. So let's call the length 2 feet, and then the width would be the other measurement, 6 feet. So then we measure the numbers. 2 times 6 is 12, and then we have feet twice. Feet. So that would be 12 feet squared. Okay, that's it for the notes. Not too much today. We'll get busy with the assignment.